Well, happening this weekend in Indianapolis is the 95th National FFA Convention. Each year, more than 60,000 FFA members come together to attend sessions, compete in national competitions, and network with members from across the country. In honor of that convention taking place, we wanted to showcase an outstanding FFA member right here in Nebraska. Carson Reiman is a member of the Gothenburg FFA chapter. Now, each FFA member across the country is required to have a supervised agricultural experience, or SAE project for short. Carson's SAE is called Reiman Spuds.
Reiman Spuds is my FFA project, my SAE. And basically, it's a half-acre of potatoes planted on land that I rented from a local farmer. And all this summer, I've cared for, watered, and weeded them so I can bring them to you guys.
Reiman said his family has always had a big garden with potatoes, so he decided to upscale the spud portion to make a business.
Me and my dad have planted potatoes for several years in the past. We've always had a really big garden. Nothing crazy big, but we've planted a lot of potatoes in the past. And something that I've learned from that, and that made me aware of a lot of the challenges that I could face with upscaling this to something like a half acre. So this is what really made me comfortable with the potatoes and kind of got me into the idea of selling and making a profit off of them.
For those not familiar with the potato growing process,
so you want to plant it sometime in between April and May. You'll plant them in the ground. You'll cover the potatoes up just like you do with about any other seed. And then basically you wait for about 2-ish months, and then you can do this thing called hilling potatoes. It's kind of where you kick more dirt right on top of them so that they can grow and produce more potatoes. Then it's just the usual. You keep watering, keep weeding, and eventually, come August, September, you'll have a bunch of potatoes.
Since this is his first year running Reiman Spuds, he said one of his main goals is to learn more about the industry.
So one of my main goals for this first year has been to really become profitable within my first year. And I tried not to keep my expenses too high, but there are some stuff you really need to start potato business. And at the end of this first year, I've learned a lot about what different varieties I want to incorporate next year. Some varieties I want to cut. There are some varieties that I really want to add. And it really made me a lot more familiar with a lot of the watering processes, and the harvesting process is just getting started right now. It'll make me, for next year, a lot more prepared when this all comes around.
Reiman said he hopes his SAE project will encourage other FFA members to pursue entrepreneurship.
So one of my main long-term goals is really to have a lasting effect on the community, because it's a community project. I mean, everybody can benefit from it, and it's one of those things that can really withhold in Gothenburg and stay there for future FFA chapters. And something that I really want to do is try and be able to inspire a lot more of any young entrepreneurial FFA kids to try and start their own business.